Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And this guy is apparently drunk out of his tree. Just keeps circling the room over, and over again. Anyway, in order to proceed, we must talk to Savan here. Anyway, if you say that you're ready, we will move on to this other little thingy here. And then, yeah, we're pretty much stuck doing this until we're finished with it. However, I would highly recommend saving before you begin this. It's kind of important. Okay. Completion to the ultimate magic. So yeah, pretty much what we found out last time. We gotta infuse the bomb with our courage. And in order to do that, we get kind of set into, eventually, we have a number of challenges here. Basically, as you can see, we have colored circles. Yeah, they all correspond to their Dragoon colors. And we all have our own little solo issues to deal with. Our own challenges. I don't really think this is the right music for this point, but oh well. These challenges are, well, I wouldn't say annoying, but they're definitely different. Not something I'm a big fan of, personally. Oh, so apparently Dart gets to do his challenge last. That's apparently Lulu. No, not Lulu from Final Fantasy X. This one's not quite so interesting. At least to look at. Anyway, so what happens here is we each have challenges. I would highly recommend saving here. Of course, I've done that off screen. But yeah, what do you say? Anything interesting? No, you say nothing. All he'll do is offer you the chance to hold on or proceed. Now, I'm just going to flat out tell you right now, because it'll actually explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're going to have a series of questions to answer here. And depending on which answers we choose, it changes the result a little bit. Now, if we do everything right and we get the one I want, then I'll go and I'll explain what exactly happens. For now, just kind of, follow my lead. We're going to fight, apparently. Cheap pride. Doesn't seem like Rose. They didn't go into the same one. Ah. Okay. Got attacked and nothing happened. Ah, Dole. Been a while since we've seen this guy. Probably because he's dead, but anyway. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, here we want to take Dole's sword. You swing the axe, it doesn't end up well on the other side. We'll just put it that way for now. New friends. So, the idea that, Emperor Dole had of wanting to unify everything, Kongol still holds that ideal. But that doesn't mean he needs to, take revenge on Dole for not fulfilling it, or for, not fulfilling it in the right manner, or, taking revenge on Dart for trying to take over for Dole, and at least in Kongol's eyes as this leader. Anyway, the courage of a Giganto. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I highly urge you not to save in between these. Save at the start, do all of them, because if you screw one of them up, it can screw up your entire thing. Just wait until you get your prize at the end of this, then you can save. Only if you get the right one. Anyway, the next challenge, let's go. Oh boy, Miranda's challenge. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, this is Buckle. Buckle's little spiel says "uck" at the end of everything. Well, Buckle, I agree with you 100%. Everything you said about Miranda is entirely true. Why are you here? This question, as far as I know, doesn't have any bearing on anything. Usually I either answer with one of those two. Let's go with the world this time. Yeah, he always answers this one, says all were right. So I'm assuming this one has no bearing. I've never seen anyone complain about this one, about any of the answers actually being wrong. So I'm assuming that one doesn't matter. However, oh, Buckle's dead. Okay, so I guess that means we win if there's no one here to test us. Oh. Well, that's... Oh, well, crap. It was only Miranda. I was actually going to use her for boss in the future. Not the next one, but I think the one after that. Are you scared? Now, the way that Miranda's character is, I had initially thought that the top one, would be the most logical, but actually we want to choose I cannot die now. Okay, we're both revived for no reason. Sure, why not? Well, if Buckle's mean, then the perfect person to put him in a challenge with would be Miranda. I too have what? What do you have? You have a bald head. And a lot of magical power, which somehow isn't enough for you to, take down everything that stands in your way, but us, with our lesser power, at least, if you look at someone like Meru as a Wingly, she has significantly less power, but she still ends up becoming one of the best characters in the game. And if I tried, I could probably solo the final boss with her. It would just take a long time. Anyway, for Albert's trial, we are reunited with Minister Noish. Noish, however you want to pronounce that. Oh, well crap. What's going on here? A mysterious eastern tribe. Oh. Well, that would make sense. Oh, so we have to go back. Yeah, the answer you want to choose is I cannot do that. This works out, at least for, oddly enough, Albert's little challenge here works out in a very similar way to Lavitt's challenge when faced with Shirley earlier on in the game. Not going against the grain of what you would expect from the character. Not wanting to be, do everything for the king like Lavitt's had always been doing up until that point, and in Albert's case doing everything for his country, which is what he had been doing up until this point. Albert had a little more wiggle room because he's really been with us for quite a while, and it hasn't really been for, his kingdom. It's because he needed to save the world. And he gives the appropriate response. And there we go. So there was no Eastern tribe, just part of the challenge. Well. Yeah, that pretty much is true. Weigh the effects of death. That is the courage of a king. Okay, let's see if we can motor through some of these a little faster. These are taking quite a bit longer than I was expecting them to. God, I get such a different view of the game when I'm holding down fast forward through long, wait times and stuff like that in a standard playthrough, but when I go to make a Let's Play for something like that, it definitely changes. Whoa. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that Lloyd killed. Or, well, he kamikaze Lloyd, but whatever. Ah. Revenge for his sister. Yeah, we heard about that. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. So you cannot die here. Make amends with your death. Well, she didn't really take her life. Anyway, of course the answer here is I still cannot die. Yeah, this one's pretty obvious considering I cannot die was an earlier one. Anyway, yeah. Even make amends. So yeah, that's what we need to do. It was tough. Well, that one was not particularly tough, but some of the other ones have been. At least unexpected. Huh. I would expect Meru to always really choose to live. She has too much life in her already, too much energy, that it wouldn't make sense if she chose not to. Material and the heart of the person. Like raising disciples, which of course leads to a flashback. Why not? We don't get any dialogue this time though. We just get the flashback itself. Played out exactly the same way as it was before, just without the dialogue. Kind of changes the whole dynamic of it. Well, a little bit anyway. So I guess they kind of like played the flashback for him so that he would be, shown it over and over, or, well, not over and over again, but over again at least one more time for the purpose of this trial. Ah. Well, from a logical perspective, if you erased all your memories and go back to the exact same point in history and do it over again with the same knowledge you had the first time and nothing new, you would obviously do the same thing over and over again. You wouldn't be able to stop her. That is the correct answer. Anyway, so that's all for that one. Yeah, I would say so. Starting the next challenge. Okay, one more. Actually, I think there are two more, but one more for now. Ah, Rose's challenge. This one's kind of different. Yeah. Okay. You waited. Everyone pretty much had a plan laid out, and everyone was doing what they kind of were designed to do. Oh, so technically, I guess they're claiming now that the Winglies stopped evolution by, well, to an extent anyway. They slowed it down. They didn't stop it, but yeah. creating all those signets to stop the last species, the 108th species, from being born. I guess would technically stop their idea of evolution, but it's really slowing it more than anything else. Well, after 11,000 years, I couldn't imagine any other way for you to die. Either an explosion or just dissolving into dust. One of the two. Everything meaningless. Oh? We're people. Live in the present because it means living for the next present. That's kind of a weird thing. I guess it's kind of like, live in the present for the future. If you're always kind of worried about the past, it isn't very effective in accomplishing anything. When is my challenge? Yeah, Rose doesn't have a challenge. That's why it's a little different. She doesn't need one. She's been alive long enough that she already knows what she's gonna do, and that's pretty much set in stone. The fact that she's lived this long shows that she has a significant amount of courage. Pour our courage into the psychedelic bomb. Shauna. Well, yeah, considering everything else, it's probably an illusion. Oh, possibility of the future. Oh, really? Really? Did we have to steal the seed from 7? No. Anyway, yeah, so same ideas in 7. Can't control the sword. Someone's controlling his mind. Anyway, Shauna is the Moonchild, and pretty much our only 2 options are either destroy Shauna or don't destroy her, which results in the destruction of the entire world. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm going to save Shauna no matter what. Oddly enough, when I was writing down I'm going to save Shauna, I wrote save SHA because I was saying it in my head and I screwed it up in the video and on the paper. Anyway, never mind. More mistakes, just like the outro to the last video. Oops. Well, I think I did them all right. Oh, he went ahead to see the results. Thousands of years of effort. That definitely is a lot of effort. Okay, so we're gonna go there and we'll wait for for Zeke, and we're gonna take him down there. Anyway, again, I do not recommend saving at this point. Wait until we get our prize. I've got another minute. Let's see if I can get through any more of this. Oh, this room sucks. All of these go to different spots. This one leads to this one. I think the bottom one in the middle there leads somewhere else. This one leads to the last pad. This one goes to where we want to go. So just follow that order. Can I get my prize? Ah, there we go. Courage of all of you is adding up. New magic will be born. But it's not going to be contained in one of those creatures, is it? Because they're kind of useless. Whoa. This is the psychedelic bomb? What? Hey! Courage was too strong. Now, ultimate magic is now completed. And of course, those are the other little guys that have been working on Moot. Okay, seems we made it in time. Hey! As long as he doesn't destroy this weird thing that we haven't really explained. And, you know, the last Kraken is guarding the signet, so that's gotta count for something. It couldn't be that easy, could it? Anyway, we acquired the psychedelic bomb X. Yes, this is the one you want. There are two things you can get here. If you do not answer all the questions correctly, you get the psychedelic bomb, which is just an item. The psychedelic bomb X is a repeatable item. Non-elemental, attack for all, more powerful than anything else we have had up until this point. This is incredibly useful. Highly recommend getting this. You are going to want this for multiple instances throughout the rest of the game. This can just destroy multi-part bosses and so much more. It is incredibly useful. At this point, if you get a high magic stat character in battle, you go in, you use the psychedelic bomb, and you one-shot everything in a normal battle. Battle's over. It's extremely abusive. I'm not going to be abusing it that much, but yeah, I'm going to want to work on my additions a little more first. But that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time, since we already found out we got the good one, next time we're going to go see if we can save the world from Zeeg and protect the Signet Sphere. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.